Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace. In today's video, I thought we'd talk about a recent trip that I took to Monterey, Carmel. So we haven't taken any trips this year since the pandemic. So since middle of March, when we were sheltering in place, we had a lot of vacations planned, and unfortunately we had to cancel all our vacations, and we just kind of felt like we needed a change of scenery, and so we decided to get away and go on a weekend trip to the Monterey area. So we live in the San Francisco Bay Area, so it only took us about 2.5 hours to drive there. We left on a Friday afternoon after the boys finished school. So we drove about 2.5 hours. We ran into a little bit of traffic in San Jose, but we left around almost 3, like maybe around 2:45. We got there a little bit after 5. So we stayed at a hotel in downtown Monterey, which was nice because the hotel was within walking distance to downtown Monterey. So for the first night, we checked into the hotel. The first night we walked to Monterey and just had a nice sushi dinner at Sushi Fly, which is a restaurant that we've been to before. They have really good sushi rolls, so I do recommend trying Sushi Fly if you're ever in the Monterey area. They have these appetizers called hand grenade, which they're known for, and it's like shrimp and crab rolls, and they're really good. So I mean, if you're in the area, I do recommend that you try them out. So after dinner we took a stroll to Fisherman's Wharf, and from there we kind of just walked around and just got some candy at the candy store, and then we went back to the hotel for the night. So on Saturday I got up early and I got donuts at Red's Donuts, and then we headed out for brunch at the Butter House. I shared shrimp and grits with my son Mason, and my other son Jacob had some pancakes and bacon, and my husband had the local mogo. Breakfast there was really good. After that, we decided to take a drive to McWay Falls. If you're ever in the Monterey area, I do highly recommend that you go to McWay Falls to see the waterfall. And the coastal views is just breathtaking, just absolutely beautiful. So as you're driving, it takes about an hour and a half to drive there, but there's a ton of viewpoints where you can pull over to the side of the road and get out of your car and look at the views and take pictures, and it's just breathtaking. The water is beautiful, crystal clear blue water. Rocks are beautiful. So if you're ever in the Monterey area, I do highly recommend that you take that drive. We did try to stop at the Bixby bridge, but it was so crowded that we couldn't stop there to take pictures, but we did drive across the bridge. So again, I just can't stress how beautiful the coastal view is. It's just breathtaking, and I'll insert some pictures here so you can see some of the pictures that I took. So after that, we made a quick stop to charge the cars. We did take our Model 3, so we needed to charge the car for a little bit. So we just did supercharging for like 20 minutes. And after that, we headed back to the hotel, and then we walked back down to downtown Monterey to get a quick lunch. We had lunch at Colt Tacos. I had shrimp and carne asada tacos. My husband had a carne asada burrito, and the boys had tacos as well. I do highly recommend Colt Tacos as well. It was really good. I did enjoy my tacos. So then later on that night, we headed over to Carmel, and in Carmel, we had a really nice dinner at a seafood restaurant called the Flying Fish Grill. It was in the Carmel Plaza. So I had the seafood scampi, my husband had cod, and my boys shared a chicken teriyaki dinner. Dinner there was really good as well. I'll insert some pictures for you guys to see After dinner, we kind of took a stroll around the area because there's like little shops. So we did a little bit of window shopping. Everything was closed at that point, but it was a really cute little shopping area. So we decided to go back the next day. So that was Saturday. And then on Sunday, which was our last day there, we got up early and went to get bagels at the Bagel Kitchen in Pacifica. I believe it's Pacifica. I wrote some notes down. Pacific Grove. After breakfast, we drove down to Lover's Point, which is a little park / beach area. It was a really cute area, and if you ever go to that area, you can bring bikes, and there's a really nice bike trails. We headed back to the hotel to check out, and then we decided to do the 17-mile drive at Pebble Beach. So I got this pamphlet for it. So basically you pay $10.50 per car, and then they give you this map, and then there's 17 interest points that you can stop off at, and each point has a little bit of history about it. And so we stopped at most of the points. There was a few that we kind of skipped, but for me, the most important stop that I wanted to make sure that I check out was point number 12, which is the lone cypress. And this cypress tree is over 250 years old, and so I really wanted to see that. And it's actually on the it's this cypress tree that I wanted to see. It was really nice to drive through this area to see the coast, the shoreline, the Pebble Beach. It was really beautiful. It didn't take us very long to do it, but it was well worth the drive. It was really beautiful, so I'm happy that we were able to do that drive. And Pebble Beach is beautiful. I do highly recommend, if you're ever in California and you want to go to Monterey, Carmel, I would, highly recommend you take that trip, just because it's just so beautiful. The views are beautiful, the water is beautiful, it's just breathtaking. So after we did that drive, we had early dinner in Carmel. We went to a place called Sur at the Barnyard, and so we had a really nice dinner there. I had mussels, my husband had fried chicken and waffles, the boys had burgers. We drove home, and it only took us an hour and a half to drive home because there was no traffic going home. So yeah, that was a quick weekend getaway that we very much needed. So I'm really happy that we kind of did a little mini getaway just to have a change of scenery, because we've been stuck at home for so many months. Everybody was wearing masks, so everybody was super safe. Everybody was staying their distance, so we didn't have any concerns. The hotel was really nice. So yeah, I do highly recommend, if you need a getaway, to go to Monterey or Carmel. And even if you only have if you did a one-day trip, it's absolutely doable. You probably may not be able to do all the things that I did on this trip, but you can absolutely do the 17-mile drive in one day, or if you wanted to go to McWay Falls for one day, you can absolutely do that. So I do highly recommend that you check out the coastal views. It really is breathtaking. So again, thanks for watching my video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.